Hey everybody, welcome back to another exciting episode of What CD is Rob listening to? I'm your host Rob, and now I'm listening to Union and their live album, Live in the Galaxy. Now if you don't know who Union is, they're made up of members of people that played with David Lee Roth, and that would be bassist James Hunting. Their drummer, Brent Fitz, played with Slash. You got John Corabi, who sang and played on the fantastic self-titled Motley Crue album. And then, of course, over here, one of the greatest guitar players of all time, Mr. Bruce Kulick. If you don't recognize that name, you must have lived under a rock during the 80s and early 90s when he was playing with the band Kiss. He did some of my favorite Kiss albums, like Carnival of Souls and Revenge were fantastic albums. He also played on Crazy Nights, Hot in the Shade, just one of the best, most versatile guitar players of all time. And he kind of got the shaft when Kiss decided to reunite the original four members after the MTV Unplugged sessions. So they came out and they did Union. They have two studio albums, this one and what was the other one? Blue Room? I think. Yeah, the Blue Room. Both fantastic albums. I do gravitate towards the first, and this live album was played during that tour, supporting the first album. And lots of great stuff here. It starts off with Old Man Wise, and man, what a great kind of sludgy, kind of grungy rock tune that song is. It's a fantastic song, just killer. And there's so much great music on here. Love, I Don't Need It Anymore, also from the first album, is fantastic. Heavy D. You got two songs from one of my personal favorite Kiss albums. In fact, it's tied right there with Elder as my first. Carnival of Souls, you got the fantastic Jungle, which should have been performed by Kiss. It's one of their best songs, in my opinion. Fantastic track. And then you got I Walk Alone, which was the final track on Carnival of Souls, and it featured Bruce Kulick on vocals, and so he of course sings here, and it just sounds phenomenal live. You got Power to the Music from that self-titled Motley Crue album, and this band is just fantastic with it. It sounds incredible. There's a couple acoustic tunes thrown in here. October Morning Wind from the debut album, and you've got To Hide Your Love Away, the Beatles song. I don't think they were performed this night. I think they're just some bonus tracks. I could be wrong. Man in the Moon is really cool, and that is from the Scream. Around Again is another great track. Tangerine. It's a fantastic album from a band that I think should have been bigger, should have done more. They definitely have the chops and the ability to just phenomenal act. Those two studio albums, the Blue Room and the self-titled, you definitely should check out because they're just phenomenal musicians and such a great sound. I would kind of compare it to the vein of where Kiss were going on Carnival of Souls, actually, which is not hard to believe, seeing as how Bruce Kulick is in the band. But like I said, a fantastic album, a band that should have done so much more, and I don't know, maybe it's in the cards later on down the road, who knows. But for now, I'm going to listen to this one while you all listen to me jabber and jabber on for a while, all right? Anyway, thanks for watching. Doodles.